Welcome to part 2 of this little series that I'm doing where I'm recreating this B-roll segment from a video I found on Instagram. Today we're going to be sitting down and editing the actual footage that we got yesterday and putting it together in a good sequence. And then tomorrow we're going to come in and do some stabilizing, put some titles in, do a little corner pin effect, all of that good stuff. But for today we're just editing the sequence together. This is going to be a lot less of a tutorial and more of like a breakdown of my thought process and how I edited it together. So I've already actually done the edit and I screen recorded it, and I'm just gonna sit down and go through some key points of what I was doing throughout the process. So just sit back, relax, enjoy the video. Maybe you can get inspired or learn something from it. I usually like to find music first and then get into the edit, but after like an hour and a half of searching through Epidemic, I decided I'm just gonna get into the edit first and then I'll drop some music in afterwards. So I sat down, opened up Premiere, and the first thing I always like to do with an edit is go through all of my different shots and find my select of my favorite takes and just drop them in the timeline in the order that they're supposed to be so I can start getting an idea of how the video is going to look. Once I had all my clips on the timeline, there were some that I had 2 takes that I wasn't sure which one I liked the best. So I started previewing them together, and once I knew which ones I wanted to choose, I made a second timeline that I could keep those selects in just in case I wanted to go back and switch those out later. Then I started trimming everything down, and you'll see I'm like scrubbing back and forth in between the clips. This is so that I can start getting an idea whether the clips are going to go together with speed ramping. So I just scrub through it quickly to see, okay, cool, if I speed ramp these 2 together, they'll flow nicely, good, these are the ones that I want. I cut this piece off the front clip because I want to put it at the end where he does that transition through the camera screen. I want to transition back into the first clip so that I can make like a loop for Instagram and stuff. After this twisting shot, there's a transition into the center of the camera, that pullback shot, but I have no idea how to transition that and how he did that properly, or whether he just did what I'm about to do. But I'm just gonna mask that to black and then have the table swoop into a black screen and then do a dip to black to fade the sensor in, and then the shot continues. The mask looks super rough right now, but I'll come back tomorrow when we do all the other effects and fine-tune all the little things, and then we can get it looking super crisp. Just to give you an idea, here's a couple frames of that effect, and this took me about an hour and a half to do, so it takes a really long time. So obviously you can see with that little preview, it doesn't look super realistic. Like, I'm not fooling anyone that video isn't actually playing on my camera screen, but I'm not trying to either. I just kind of want to make something that looks cool. I'm just realizing that instead of manually doing all those keyframes, I might be able to just go into After Effects and track individually those corners and then use those null objects for the corner pin. Would that work? I think that could work, and that would save me so much time, because this manual keyframing frame by frame takes forever. But for today, seeing as I'm not getting into those nitty-gritties, I don't really need the loop on my YouTube video anyway, so I'm just gonna let the camera come in and then fade to black. There's still a ton of work to do on this, and I know the video seems short, so it looks like barely anything has been done, but I edited on this for 3.5 hours already. Just that. That's excluding anything that I now have to do to edit this vlog for you guys, but just that is about 3.5 hours of editing. But you know, this is why I made this a 3-part series, because I knew I couldn't get it done in a day, so that's what tomorrow's for. All the little cool effects and fine adjustments will finish it off perfectly tomorrow. Right now, I'm just gonna throw some random music on it and show you guys the preview. I hope you enjoy it. Hello. It's good, it's good. Bye. Cool, bye.